Brittany Noon is an American media personality and adult entertainment actress whose career reflects the dramatic transformation of the digital entertainment industry in the modern era, particularly during the rise of creator-driven platforms and direct-to-audience engagement. Emerging at a time when traditional definitions of fame were being reshaped by the internet, Brittany Noon became part of a generation of performers who navigated visibility, independence, and branding in ways that were fundamentally different from those of previous decades. Born and raised in the United States, Brittany Noon grew up in a cultural environment increasingly influenced by social media, online communities, and rapidly evolving attitudes toward entertainment and self-expression. While much of her early life remains private, a choice that many performers intentionally make to preserve personal boundaries, her professional journey offers insight into how modern entertainers build careers in a digital-first world. Like many individuals who later enter public-facing industries, Brittany Noon's early years were shaped by ordinary experiences rather than public attention. And there is little verified information regarding her family background or formal education, reflecting her preference to keep those aspects of her life separate from her public image. This separation between personal identity and professional persona would later become a defining element of her career strategy. Brittany Noon entered the adult entertainment industry during the mid to late 2010s, a period marked by significant change within the industry itself. This era saw a gradual shift away from exclusive studio contracts toward more flexible models that allowed performers to collaborate with multiple producers or operate independently. The rise of high-speed internet, streaming platforms, and subscription-based services created new opportunities for performers to reach global audiences without relying solely on traditional distribution channels. Brittany Noon's timing allowed her to take advantage of these changes, positioning herself within an industry that was redefining how success was measured and achieved. From the beginning of her professional work, she demonstrated an understanding of presentation, consistency, and audience connection, qualities that helped her stand out in a highly competitive environment. Her on-screen performances were characterized by confidence and a composed presence, contributing to her growing recognition among viewers. As her career progressed, Brittany Noon collaborated with a variety of production companies and appeared in professionally produced content that expanded her visibility. Rather than relying on shock value or controversy, she maintained a relatively polished and professional image, focusing on reliability and performance quality. This approach allowed her to build a steady reputation rather than one dependent on fleeting trends. Over time, she became known as a performer who approached her work with discipline and awareness of the business side of the industry. This mindset proved increasingly valuable as the adult entertainment landscape continued to evolve. One of the most significant aspects of Brittany Noon's career has been her embrace of digital platforms that allow creators to interact directly with their audiences. Social media and subscription-based services became central tools in her professional strategy, enabling her to cultivate a dedicated fan base while maintaining control over her content and image. Through these platforms, she was able to engage with fans in a curated and intentional manner, offering insight into her professional life while keeping her personal experiences private. This balance between accessibility and boundary setting reflects a broader trend among modern entertainers who seek autonomy over their careers. Brittany Noon's use of digital tools highlights how performers today are not only entertainers, but also entrepreneurs, managing branding, marketing, and audience relationships in real time. As the industry increasingly emphasized performer independence, Brittany Noon's career mirrored the shift towards self-managed success. Rather than depending entirely on studios for visibility, she utilized online platforms to expand her reach and sustain relevance. This approach also allowed her to adapt to changes in audience preferences and platform algorithms, demonstrating flexibility in an environment that evolves rapidly. Her ability to maintain a consistent presence without excessive public drama contributed to her longevity and professional stability. While some performers rely heavily on constant exposure, Brittany Noon's measured approach helped her avoid burnout and oversaturation. Throughout her career, Brittany Noon has remained relatively private about her personal life, a choice that has shaped public perception of her as a professional rather than a personality defined by controversy. This discretion has allowed her work to remain the primary focus of her public image. In an industry where personal narratives are often exaggerated or exploited, her decision to limit personal disclosures reflects a deliberate effort to maintain control over her identity. This approach resonates with audiences who appreciate professionalism and clarity of boundaries. Brittany Noon's career also exists within a larger conversation about the evolving nature of adult entertainment and digital labor. The industry's shift toward creator-owned platforms has changed how performers think about sustainability, ownership, and long-term planning. Brittany Noon represents performers who adapted to these changes by viewing their careers as businesses rather than short-term opportunities. Her journey illustrates how performers can navigate visibility while prioritizing personal agency. As digital platforms continue to redefine entertainment, Brittany Noon's professional path serves as an example of how adaptability and strategic thinking can shape success. Over time, her presence contributed to the normalization of performer-driven content creation, where individuals have greater control over how they are seen and how their work is distributed. This model has influenced not only adult entertainment, but also broader creator economies across multiple industries. Brittany Noon's experience highlights the parallels between adult media and mainstream digital content creation, where branding, consistency, and audience engagement are essential. While she may not be known for mainstream celebrity appearances, her impact lies in her participation in a transformative era that redefined how entertainers interact with audiences. Her career reflects a moment in history when technology empowered individuals to shape their own narratives and financial outcomes. As discussions about digital entrepreneurship continue, Brittany Noon's professional journey remains relevant as an example of navigating opportunity within a rapidly changing landscape. Even as trends shift and platforms rise and fall, her career demonstrates the importance of adaptability, professionalism, and self-awareness. Brittany Noon's legacy is not defined by controversy or spectacle, but by her ability to sustain a career through thoughtful engagement with evolving industry norms. She represents a modern entertainer who understood the importance of autonomy and strategic presence in an increasingly crowded digital space. While much of her life outside of work remains private, her professional story offers insight into the realities of contemporary digital entertainment. As the industry continues to evolve, Brittany Noon's career stands as a reflection of a broader movement toward creator control, independence, and the redefinition of success in the internet age.